Hi, and welcome to the R2RB Women Entrepreneur Spotlight podcast series. And today I have Christina Betts of Willowed Moon Photography with me. Christina is from Delaware, and we met through Kara Sabo of Second Chance Rescue in Felton, Delaware. Christina has been doing photography for quite some time. Christina, thank you for being here today. How is everything going with you?
It's going, Deb. We are excited to be here.
I'm so
Thank
happy
you
that
so much for having me.
you're welcome. I'm so excited to be doing this with you tonight. Absolutely. So I always like to ask two questions to get us warmed up. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. If you could visit anywhere in the world to photograph, where would you go and why?
That might be the hardest question of the entire night. There's so many places. I am a huge fan of the PNW, so anywhere that has mountains, has forests, has really tall trees, beautiful for me. My goal in life is to go to Ireland. So
Nice.
I would say if a couple ever reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're getting married in Ireland," oh my God, I'm there immediately. Immediately.
Oh my gosh, I'm with you on that one. Absolutely. It's still
Yes.
in my bucket list, on my bucket list. So when you go, call me.
Okay, yes, yes.
Okay.
I'll get you a seat on the plane.
There you go. All right. All right. Let's see. Are you a sunrise, daylight, twilight, or nighttime person?
I hate getting up, but I love sunrises. I love doing sunrise sessions too. And the couples that say yes to me, I'm like, oh, you're the best. Sunrise is so peaceful. But also, my favorite time of day is blue hour, which is twilight, because it's not too bright and it's not too dark. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. I like the peaceful times.
Hmm.
So, sunrise and right before the sun sets is
I'm
the
with you.
best for me.
I am with you on that as well. And they're just so mesmerizing, the colors that can come up. All right. So your business is Willowed Moon Photography, and you are located in Delaware, as I said in the beginning. First, how did you name your business? How did you come up with that name? Because I've told you before how much I love the name.
Oh, thank you. Actually, it's a really funny story. Well, it's funny to me looking back. I used to go by Christina Brasch Photography, and I hated it. Everyone was like, yeah, to be more professional, you have to put your name in the business. I hated it. I was like, this is so boring. It doesn't describe me, it doesn't do anything for me creatively. So, for like 2 months, I was like, how do I find a business name that I like? What do I like? I opted to grabbing books. Actually, I did this with my friend at the time. We grabbed books off of her bookshelf. I would go through the pages. She'd tell me when to stop. And then I'd go down. She'd tell me when to stop. And I'd look at words and I'd say, okay, next. And I would put words together
Oh my
because
gosh.
my brain is too fast for me. So I was like, I need to look at books. And so one of them was Willow Tree. And then I was like, I like that. And I went off of that. So I was like, oh, Willow Moon, yes, but that was already taken by other businesses across the country. So I did Willowed Moon, which a willow moon is like a sign of new opportunity, of rebirth. So I was like, this is beautiful. This is what we're doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it took a while, but I was being ridiculous and going through books looking at words. That's how I figured it out.
I like that. That was such a great way. Definitely different.
Yeah,
And I love the name Willowed Moon Photography. All
thank
right.
you.
So before photography, were you always into the arts?
Yes, to a degree. I have always been a little bit creative in some way or the other. I was never one of those prodigies that you see in middle school drawing incredible portraits, and
Okay.
I was terrible, but I loved it, and that was the point.
That's it.
Yeah, so it I didn't really get into photography for a while, but
Okay.
yes, I was always creative.
And when did you finally realize that you had the eye for photography?
I started picking up, I think I got my first camera in middle school, and by camera I mean one of those little tiny point and shoots with the little tiny screen on the back. I don't know. I picked it up and I was like, this is kind of fun. Uh, but I never thought of it in like a business way or like, I'm going to do this one day. It was just a hobby.
It was a hobby.
And I would say I didn't decide that I wanted to do this until junior year of high school.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But you were dabbling, you were taking photos, you were using that little camera though a lot, or was it just something that kind of hung in the back and we grab it when you thought about it?
Oh, I think it was a lot. I went online and I don't know if I don't know if you remember this, but Facebook used to have, you remember like Farmville and all
Yeah.
this, all those things. They also used to have a photo editor
Ah,
website that was like connected with it. And so I would load all my photos on there, edit them. They looked terrible, but I edit them as weird as I wanted and upload them to Facebook. It was a lot.
oh
I
God.
remember doing that for like hours,
There you go.
editing these pictures to
Facebook
look
launched.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yes,
Facebook launched your business.
right. Pretty much. Pretty much.
All right, that's just as good as naming your business.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anybody else in your family artsy, crafty, photography?
Distant family. I have an uncle who actually lives in California for video editing and directing for movies, which is really
Oh,
cool.
cool.
My sister, she's also a singer, so that's also in the
Oh,
arts, but just
okay.
not on the same
Right,
wavelength,
right.
Mom, dad, no.
No.
That's pretty much it in
Oh,
my
wow.
family. Yeah, yep.
Oh, well, I'm glad you decided to pick up that camera, get that camera.
I know, right?
Right? Oh my gosh. All right. So you went to the usual elementary, middle, high school. And when you get to high school, you usually start hearing, what are your plans for the future? What colleges are you going to apply to? Do you have a major in mind? And the list goes on. Was that the same for you?
Absolutely. And it's terrifying being a 16-year-old and they're like, what are you going to do for the rest of your life?
Right?
And I'm like, I have no clue whatsoever what I'm doing because I was like, and this is not to be mean to myself, but I was like, I'm not spectacular at anything. What am I going to do because I'm not prodigy? I don't have something set up for me to follow. So I was like, "Ugh, I don't know what I'm going to do." So I remember I was like, okay, I'm going to try the photography program. And I had to take an art class before I took
Oh, really?
a photography program.
Okay.
Yes,
And
in school.
this was high school.
Yes, high
Okay.
school. And I was really trepidatious about it because I was like, art, I just want to skip that. I just want to go right to photography.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
And they
I'm
don't
not
let,
good at art,
and they don't let you, and they don't let you do that when they, right?
No.
No.
I went right up, and I'm very shy. I went right up to the 6 foot something photography teacher who I love. Shout out to Mr. Fruckman at Cape High School. And I said, can I skip art and go right to photography? He said, no.
No.
I was like, oh, okay. So I
Fine.
took the art class. I ended up loving it. Shout out to Jimbo at Cape also for art class. Love him. But yeah, the art class really taught me foundations of what I needed to know for photography. So I was like, okay, we'll get there. I get into the photography class and I was like, I wonder if I could do this. I wonder if like I could go to an art school.
There you go.
This would be pretty cool. Someone in my family, they were actually the person to suggest it for me to go to art school.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, me? Really? Okay. So I was like, I got nothing else. Let's put all
There
my
you
eggs into
go.
one basket. And
Sure.
that's what we did.
What's the worst can happen?
Right. The worst that can happen was I lasted 3 months in college and I left.
And college isn't for everybody, so
No,
you
it's
know?
definitely not. And
No.
if it's not for you, you know it in your gut.
Right.
I could not afford it. I could not. I was working, including my photography, which was not booming as it
Right.
is now. I would have like little photo shoots every now and then. But including that, I was working 3 jobs and going to school to
Wow.
try to
Pay for it.
make money for my medical bills, for my student loans, for my parking there, for all my own food, because I had to cook all my own meals and whatever. I had to do all of that. And I was so burnt out that I couldn't do it anymore. And I was like, you know what? Almost every photographer that I know never went to college for this.
There you go.
Didn't touch a textbook for photography.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm gonna do it by myself.
There you go.
And that's what
So,
we did.
all right. Well, so then how did you teach yourself the photography, the fine points?
High school helped a lot. I
Okay.
got a lot of the foundation for how to edit, how to everything. Incredible. And without that, I would have been set back
Right.
way behind. From there on, I actually in high school, someone reached out to me during one of our art shows that I was in, and for whatever reason, she came up to me and said that she really liked my photos and she's a wedding photographer and would like me to, if I was interested, if I could work with her part-time as
Oh, cool.
like an intern.
A-
Yeah.
And a mentor.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this is cool. So we did that. I think we did, I don't know, 5, 6 weddings together. We kind of ended up parting ways after that. But that really prepared me for weddings because, wow,
Well, you're
weddings
right.
are a lot.
I'm going to totally agree with you on that. And having a mentor like that to be able to, in the beginning, have somebody to show you the ropes, the ins and outs, tips on what to do, not what to do, not what to do, how to make everything go smoothly, et cetera, et cetera. Because when I started as a wedding officiant, I also had a mentor, and she did the same thing. We actually
Yes.
did. We, she was great. We actually had pretend weddings in the living room. Yep. And then I would go,
Good.
right? And then I would go to a couple weddings with her, and then she let me fly. And that's the best way to really learn is on the job.
It is. It's actually really hard to do in the photography business because, and it's like this, I feel like with every creative outlet, it's everything is gate kept.
Hmm.
Everyone wants to gatekeep everything. They
Right.
want to gatekeep all the knowledge that they have. So if you're creative, you have to find someone that you trust, someone that you look up to, and run with it
Yeah.
because
And
there's
that they
going
will.
to be someone that will
Absolutely.
help you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I've said this before as well to other women entrepreneurs. Even though you too, if you have a mentor and they're doing, but you're both doing photography, you're going to have such different styles.
Mhm.
So why keep everything to yourself when you can share and you're going to take on your own style once you're on your own, which you did, correct?
Right. Yes, definitely. Yes. I It's been a long time coming for my style. I'm still working on it, but we're getting there.
And that's okay. And I think that's what's so wonderful about being a photographer or in the arts, that it's always growing, it's always changing. You're
Mhm.
always feeling different. You're always going to express yourself differently.
Yes, I
Right?
agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. Oh, very good. I like it. So when you first started, did you plan on shooting any type of style, or we've talked about individual family weddings, boudoir, or were you open to all of it, and also, as you have said, trying to find your niche?
Yes, I in the beginning, which was high school, I was 18 years old, I was like, um, I'm going to try everything. I'm not going to say no to one thing. And I did not. I did all of it. I did my first wedding by myself. I believe I was either 18 or 19 years old. That was wild.
Wow.
Um, yes. I did a partnered wedding with someone in high school when I was 18.
Oh my gosh.
That was crazy. But yeah, I did everything. The boudoir, the family photos, just I didn't say no to anything because I didn't know what I loved yet. And I didn't want something to pass me by where I'm like, I could really enjoy this.
Right. That was such a great way to look at it, because you didn't close yourself off to anything. And then how do you know that you're going to like or not going to like unless you try it?
Right. And so didn't I didn't love weddings, but I kept doing it because I was like, what if I get really good at this? What if I do enjoy it and I feel less stressed about it?
Right.
Um, that was the hardest. But yeah, for years, if you asked me to do anything, I was there. It didn't matter. I did all of it.
And do you get very nervous before each photo shoot still?
Deb, I get so nervous every single time. Every single time. I would say the only thing that helps my anxiety is, especially when I have my repeat clients, like
Hmm.
ones that I've known for years, that really helps me because I know I can guarantee we're going to have a great time. Okay, because
Exactly.
I know them and I know the vibe and everything.
Hmm.
Before a wedding, like I had a wedding on Saturday, and I've also known this couple for over a year, so I know their family. I was so anxious. I mean, I have the shakes like the day before a wedding. I
Yeah.
am so anxious
Yeah.
before, no matter what I do. It's gotten a lot better over the years, but
Is there anything in particular that helps you bring yourself centered again?
I would say the only time that I really need to do that is before a wedding.
Hmm.
And so I will go through my whole checklist of everything that I need to have with me. I also come up with their timeline. I come up with basically, I become their wedding planner.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
go through everything. I go through their contract. I go through their questionnaire. And that kind of helps me remember everything that I need to,
Hmm.
or at least refresh some things
Right.
because my memory is not 100%.
But you're also working with wedding couples 6 months, 10 months, 12 months out.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, this couple booked like I think over a year.
yeah.
Preparing
Yeah.
is the best way.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that because I still get very anxious before my weddings as well. So, did you start Willowed Moon Photography right out of high school?
I started with Christina Brasch Photography, but I wasn't licensed because
Okay.
I was barely doing anything.
Okay.
So I was just doing it more as a hobby. I was trying to offer so many things for free, trying to do all the stuff to figure out what I wanted. But I have had my business license for 5 years.
Nice.
So I've been working professionally for 5 years.
So let me take a look at my notes because I want to make sure I get this right. Your photographs have this beautiful, nostalgic, warm, inviting feeling. And I hope those are the right words that I'm using because sometimes I look at a picture and I know what I'm feeling, but I don't always have the words to put to it, but I know what I'm feeling. You have this a natural talent that I can see where you make your clients feel so comfortable. And in your pictures, they all look like they're enjoying themselves, which that's what you want to get to is that point, of course. And so that's what
Yes.
I see. And then looking in your galleries, they're just, each one is so uniquely done. So do your clients come to you, obviously they come to you and say, we want to have this, want our photograph, we want our photos done. We want it kind of like this. And then do you, from that point, sit down with them and create what you create is that beautiful gallery of pictures?
Well, first of all, thank you.
Yeah.
I try very hard to make sure that everyone gets the vision that's in their head. Some clients know what they want and some don't. And that's totally okay because that's also my job. Each session involves a level of creation and collaboration. So whether they know what they want or not, because sometimes I'm like, hey, how about this? And then we figure it out. And I just basically attune whatever their vision is to my style. I'll like, especially if it's like a spooky or like a fantasy session or something, I'll go outside of my range of editing just to do something
Oh,
different.
cool.
But I genuinely or generally try to stick to the same thing every time. But yes, even when clients they come to me and they're like, we've never done this. I don't know what I want, but I want pictures.
Right.
And I'm like, perfect. I will take care of all of it.
And you do because the outcome are these beautiful pictures with, you can see their feelings in their faces, and the warmth of your pictures. So yes, it's been fun getting to know you and getting and seeing your photography and working with you as well.
Thank you. It's been very fun working with you too.
So
And I'm glad I got to take your pictures.
yes, absolutely, me too. So do you actually have an all-time favorite photo shoot?
This is something that I thought really hard about. I don't because I just like so many of them. But if I had to pick a genre, it would be like Halloween or something creatively themed like
Okay.
that. Those are my that's where I shine creatively.
All right. Yeah, I would have, I don't think I could really pick one either. That had to be, I mean, that was a question. I was like, that's a hard one.
Yes, it's very hard.
Oh gosh.
It's very hard.
Oh my. All right. So let's fast forward to this year. And you and I met through Kara Sabo, the owner of Second Chance Ranch Rescue in Felton.
Mhm.
First time you were out, you had a client that wanted to have their session done there. Have you done a shoot? Had you done a shoot at a horse ranch rescue before?
No, that was my first time, which was really cool. Luckily, someone who I am not even friends with on Facebook recommended her ranch to me because I was looking for a location. One of my clients that I do lots of shoots with was like, "Hey, I have this idea." And I was like, "Perfect. We have to make it happen." So that was my first time there, and Kara made the entire experience seamless, and she was so much fun, which is, of course, how I got to meet you also.
That's right.
And it's just been so much fun. And every time I go there, I'm like, yes, I
Yes.
know it's going to be awesome.
And it has been. I remember meeting you that day, and your client she was excited too. I mean, you could just see that she was excited. And just tell us a little bit about what that setup was.
Yeah, so we ended up doing kind of like a pinup Western theme. And so Kara was super, super helpful. She was like, literally, tell me everything. Tell me everything that you want to do, every idea, we'll figure it out. And I was like, okay, awesome. And so she handled all the horses. She gave us all these props, and she was like, how about we go over here and we do this? And I was like, oh my gosh, it was just a flood of like feeding off of creativity.
Yeah,
Love.
absolutely. She does have that creative mind as well. So that day, the two, and I heard the two of you were like pinging off of each other.
Yes. We were going back and forth a
How about
lot
this?
with
Oh
like,
yeah, how about that?
yes.
Yeah,
And we still do that.
you do. And your client was like, yeah, okay, yes, let's do that.
Mhm.
Yes, that was great. That was really good. And the
Yes.
pictures, oh my gosh, they came out awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Our
Yeah.
original plan didn't pan out the way that we wanted to with like her outfit and some props and stuff. But once we got there and we started shooting, it was just like, all right, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was. Can they see those pictures on Instagram? Can people see those?
Yes.
That
Yep.
one, yeah.
They're on my Instagram and my Facebook.
Awesome. Yeah, you have to go check out the galleries on Instagram and Facebook. So soon after we organized a fundraiser with you for the rescue, and which was a total success. From the kids, the individuals, couples, board members, they all came out. How much fun did you have?
How much fun? Probably as much fun as my skin was burnt. I will tell you what. I came home and I was as red as a lobster. But no, it was a ton of fun. I felt like it went by really fast and also really slow at the same time because I was just enjoying meeting everyone and just having fun with people all day long, which was really cool. And being with the beautiful horses. Ah,
Oh my
it's
God.
a dream come true.
Everybody really enjoyed themselves that day. From the very first photo shoot with the young girl who walked with Brandy. Which she had Brandy or the mini pony at that point. She had the two different
The mini
outfits.
pony.
Yeah, the mini pony. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, from that to the end with the model at the end, it was amazing. And I just had the best time too, because as I said to you, I was like, I wasn't feeling it. I was feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And you just made me feel it. And you put everybody at ease, and everybody just had such a fun, great day.
It makes me so happy because that's my goal. I want everyone to be comfortable, and I always tell people like if it was me, who I hate being in front of a camera, but if it was me, I would want someone to make me feel at home, at ease, and just be comfortable in my own skin. So, and that's what everyone was that day. Everyone was just having fun, which was really
Absolutely.
wonderful to
It really,
see.
really was. How many hours did you end up having to edit?
Honestly, I thought about it and it was it was a lot. So we did 11 sessions that day. So I averaged it at about 16 hours.
Wow. And I think that's the side
Yes.
sometimes not everybody thinks about, because I'm going to say, even myself sometimes, depending on what we're purchasing, it's like, oh my God, that's so expensive. But when you take it into consideration, the time that you spent starting at, I think 11 o'clock that morning to 7 o'clock that night, So you were there
Hmm.
all day shooting, multiple scenes, multiple people, having to work with the horses and they weren't always cooperating.
Yeah.
And then having to, sit down and go through all the pictures and edit and choose the ones that you were going to present to each of us, that's where the time people don't see. They don't realize what goes on behind the scenes of a photographer or a crafter or a small business. So
Right.
it's so important to take a minute before you all, and including me, because I've done it too, go, oh my gosh, that's so much. But
Hmm.
in the end, you're receiving, something from you as a photographer, something that we're all going to have for a lifetime. And
Right.
it's just not something that was, done on our phone,
Right. Yeah.
So
That you're never gonna look at again, and it's gonna be
no.
lost.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So that it's so important for, like I said, I include myself in this as well, to really stop and think what goes on behind, a photographer and all the other people that are in the arts as well. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, and I mean, it really helped me because the sessions were quoted at 20 minutes.
Hmm.
So my regular mini sessions are about a half an hour, and then hour sessions. The 16, and I average this because I didn't clock myself,
Right.
but 16 hours is like nothing. Like I spend 16 hours doing a wedding
Right.
or half of a wedding,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to how many hours I I edit, and I think it's because I also work during the day, so I just come home and I edit for hours and then somehow gets
Right.
done.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Overall, again, and you don't keep tabs. Usually was a question I want people to, hear the answer, because I think it's important for, everybody to really stop, because, it's not easy these days.
Oh gosh. No, it's
Right.
not. It's
Yeah.
not easy for anyone. And you're right. And I even do it as someone who is a photographer or is in the arts. I also look at things and I'm like, dang, that costs a lot. But then I think about it and I'm like, is it worth it? Is it handmade? Are they providing me a unique service? What kind of work do they have to do outside of me being in front of them?
Right.
That's what a lot of people don't take into account. They think that, oh, that sum of money is just going right in my pocket, and it's really not.
No.
It's really not.
No.
There's so many things, so many expenses that I pay
Exactly.
every month
Of
into
course.
doing this.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, so I that's what I wanted to really get across to those who are listening, is that you just have to take that extra moment to realize what goes on behind the scenes that we don't see.
Yes, there's
Right.
a lot.
There is, absolutely. All right. So what advice would you give another woman entrepreneur starting her new business?
I would say, first and foremost, it's very important and very okay to ask for help, because at the end of the day, there's going to be someone out there who will help you. It might take a while to get there, it might take a while and a lot of inquiries to
Right.
find someone willing to help you, but there will be help. And don't get discouraged until you find that help. Also, do your research. Do lots and lots and lots of research until you're sick of it, because the more prepared you are, the less you're going to make mistakes, which was my problem in the beginning. I was like, I'm just going to wing it. We'll figure it out. Don't do that. Also, don't believe every like real business owner, especially someone who's in the arts, is going to tell you this. Don't believe the smoke and mirrors of we all have our lives together and we all are booked all the time and we are all like successful. What you see on social media is fake. Everything you see is fake. We all put up a front that makes us look more desired than we are. And that's for everyone, not just businesses. If you go a period of time without being booked, or you have a lapse in productivity, that's okay. We're all doing that. We are all doing that.
Absolutely.
So just keep focusing on what you're doing and not what other people are doing. And I'm being a hypocrite saying that because I am always comparing myself. But it's very important to not do that.
It is absolutely, and that's good advice because I think we all can give up on ourselves, fairly early on. Like you said, it is okay to have that lapse of time in between, and life gets in the way. People still have a full-time job and do what, their passion is on the side, be it the photography or painting or whatever. So, trying to make it all balance, it's a lot.
It is a lot. It's difficult. And I mean, I've seen people who hit the ground running in a year and they just take off. And I've seen people, it takes them 10 years and they're both at the same skill level, you
Right,
know?
right.
So it's all about what your journey looks like. Everyone else's is different
Absolutely.
than yours.
So what's next for Willowed Moon Photography?
Oh, that's the big one. Honestly, traveling. My goal is to travel and do more shoots. I have a couple things scheduled, couple things where I'm flying out and doing weddings and couple sessions and stuff. That's going to be the biggest thing. Another small thing is just my website being updated and finally put up after a long time of procrastinating for that. Because it's too overwhelming. So during my, month and a half break, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this website done. So
Cool.
travel and website.
I like it. I like it. Is there anything that you want to share with us that we haven't discussed or I haven't asked you?
The only thing that I would say is I just want to let everyone know, whoever is listening to this or to anyone who wants to inquire with me, I am an all-inclusive business. So I pride myself and my business on offering services to all people, no matter who you are, doesn't matter what race you are, what your orientation is. I do not care. I am, a proud member of the BLM movement. I'm an ally. I'm an ally to LGBT. Everyone can come to me and I will be happy to do your photos.
Awesome. I love that. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. So again, let everybody know where they can find you, get in touch with you, book you.
Before my website is up, right now you can send me an email. It's willowedmoonphoto@gmail.com. You can also contact me on Facebook under the name Willowed Moon Photography or Instagram, which my Instagram handle is at Willowed Moon. Just send me a message. It might take a day or two for me to get back to you, but I promise I will. That right now is the best place to reach me.
Awesome. Christina, thank you so much, Willowed Moon Photography, for being here and sitting down and having this great discussion. Thank you. I wish you the best, and we will be working together on other projects.
Yes, we will. Thank you
I'm,
so much for
you're,
having me.
you're welcome. I'm so excited. All right, Christina, you have a great night, and we will talk soon.